Alright, so last we left off, our party made it back to DELN after another visit to the western cavern north of DELN in those grassy hills. Now that we're back in DELN, it is currently August 8th, and today we're joined by a small crew consisting of GOOSE the Second and Swordmaster, along with his retainer, HEATH the Third and Medium. And then we also have Poseidon the Priest and John the Veteran. Right, so that's our crew today. First step is to decide on a goal, right? So, or the plan. Now, there's some background information on what's been going on, right? I've already explained. The party has been exploring toward the caverns north, right, clearing it of kobolds. The situation is currently that you guys all stand in the street of DELN. So yeah, what is your plan for this day?
The plan today is we're going to get a couple rations for the store before we leave, and then we're going to go straight up north to the place where there's rumored to be a dragon.
All right, and John and Poseidon, are you on board with this, or do you have anything else to say?
No, that is the plan.
Yeah, that will be fine. So yeah, let's open up shop and see what they have. I think I need to buy poles for my crossbow.
Okay,
But I
so
have
we'll
a
visit
good
the
ready
market.
to. Yeah,
Okay.
not bad.
All right, so
Yeah, just need a couple quick things.
sure, your party heads into the market to make some purchases, and we'll just go down the list and make sure everyone has a chance to make some purchases. I suppose, starting with John, right? So John, you're in the markets. You need to make some purchases. It sounds like you said you want some corals.
Uh, 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 bolts for my crossbow.
Right. So you visit one of the stalls, and this vendor selling 5 rounds for 1 copper. Is that alright?
I get it. So he'll buy 2 rounds.
You want like 2 sets? So 5 shots, right?
Yeah.
5 corals cost 1 copper. So you're gonna buy only
Yep.
two corals
And
for one
yeah,
copper, or do you mean to buy 10?
I meant me 2 sets. So 10.
Two. Okay. Right. And you do have to pay a tax since you're using banked notes, right? So you don't have your copper on you. So you're gonna pay out 3 coppers then. So you're at 28 in the bank, and you receive 10 corals. All right. So as
What's
John,
corals?
corals are another term for bolts. It's the medieval term.
Ah,
All right. As John was purchasing corals, Poseidon, did you need to make any purchases?
Not that I know of.
And Goose, you need to make more purchases.
We just need some rations for the travel.
All right.
So I've got 3, so go ahead and give me 2 sets, up to 9 or 10 or whatever. So that.
Okay. Yeah. So the merchant selling you 3 rations for 1 copper. So you buy
Yep, give me 2 sets.
2 sets, costing you 3, due to the tax.
Cool. Yep, that's fine. And then we're good to go.
so do we all need to buy rations?
No,
For the party.
I'm buying it up for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either that or we hunt, and hunting kind of slows everything down.
All right. So rations have been purchased. Back to John. It's your turn again. Do you want to make more purchases, or are you ready to regroup with your party, or something else?
I guess can I buy What is it, a bag? So to carry all my stuff.
Yeah, if you want. You already have a knapsack, but you want something better. So you want a satchel or a backpack?
Oh. Yeah, how big is a knapsack? Is it small or?
It's pretty small. Carries up to 20 pounds.
So yeah, something bigger.
Alright, how does a satchel or a backpack sound? Satchel carries 40, backpack carries 80.
Yeah, backpack, I guess. Yeah. So buy a backpack. So how much is that for? You asked that for it.
So with taxes, it's gonna be 4 coppers.
Oh, I get it.
Alright,
We'll give him the 4 coppers. Here you go, my good man.
the merchant is appreciative and passes you your goods. Alright, Poseidon, back to you. You're still in the market, figuring things out. Maybe you did not need to purchase anything, so are just ready to go still, or anything you want to do?
I'm ready to go. I really don't need to lie.
Alright, all good. In the meantime, Heath
Good
has
to
been
go.
following Goose around. Goose, you're good to go?
Yep.
Alright, so you found Poseidon waiting. And you're waiting with him now. Alright, back to John. John, anything else you need to purchase? Or ready to go?
No, okay, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to go.
So your party's together again, so you guys can make a group decision. What's your move from here?
We're going straight up the path, all the way up to the what do you call it? The ruins.
You wish to visit the ruins in the mountains? North of DELN?
Yep.
Okay. So the most direct course of travel there, if you don't want to get lost, is to visit Dog and then follow the river upstream into the mountains. But if you want a faster route, you can
Well.
try to go cross country. And eventually come across the river
Can we
systems.
just like hop on the boat like that dude has and just go up the river?
You can do that too. Yeah, you can just take the boat all the way north.
Yeah, let's do that. You guys cool with that?
Row the boats upstream, upriver.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's possible too.
Okay, that's like a direct shot. It'll take a little while, but
Alright, so let's calculate the distance. Our boats can row us at roughly 2 miles an hour, but we're going upstream, so 1 mile an hour. And let's see, in that case, so it'll be hard to get there and easy to get back, naturally. Let's see.
yeah.
We have about 2 miles here. Let's see.
It's gonna take us a whole fucking day to get there.
2, roughly 4 here now, and then 5. What is that? It's about, yeah, 5, 6, about 7 to 8 miles north. Right, we'll go with 7, or let me see what the ruler says. Alright, so 5 and 5. Okay, so yeah, we'll go with about 7. So it'll be a 7-hour trip north, pretty much. Let's see.
Then we'll eat when we get there and then go in.
And we depart from the town of DELN at around 8 o'clock. Probably around 8. So we should get there in about 7 hours. Around 1500.
About 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. Longest trip we've taken in a while.
Yeah.
Alright. So every hour there's a pretty low chance of encountering any wandering monsters, but we'll have to check anyway. Pretty much there is a 1 in 6 times 1 in 8 chance to come across a wandering monster. Right, so if 2 ones indicate that we are encountering a wandering monster in that particular hour. So 2 ones will indicate that. First hour goes by uneventfully through the grasslands. Same with the second hour. We've just crossed into the next grid, the third hour. Alright, now we're venturing through the mountains. Still in the mountains, but we reached the northern mountains. We just got past the fork in the river. Okay, almost there in the last final hour of the trip. Okay, safe travels. Alright, 7 hours later, you rode up river all the way to what appears to be in the mountains. You can see like a ruined settlement along the mountainside, right? And up against the mountain face toward the north, you can see, of course, an old stronghold, right? Embedded or built against the mountainside, right? Facing south down the river. So you'll have to get through the ruined settlement first, past all its crumbled walls and structures, and make your way up the slope of the mountain, where you'll be able to approach the old castle ruin inside. Well, the hamlet itself, or the ruins of the village, they appear to be, of course, abandoned. Nothing's out here, right? It as well, that's how it appears, at least, right? So, last known of the rumors report that this territory belongs to, of course, a dragon, right? And it's subjects. It's subjected various demi-humans who live in its mountains along with it, right? In the old days, these mountains, they used to belong to the dwarves, particularly. And sometimes the wild men will live out here too, sometimes in the mountains. This old stronghold, believed to be a dwarven stronghold, out here in these mountains. Anyway, we have the entrance up on the mountainside, so you'll have to get through the ruins first and then up that mountainside. So as you roll across or along the rivers, you'll land on the shore, land your boats to shore. You can carry them into the ruins if you'd like, or you can leave them at the shore. How would you like to proceed upon arriving?
We'll just leave them at the shore.
Okay. So it is pretty late there in the day. It's around 3 p.m. Your crew is pretty hungry and pretty tired, technically. So this might be a 2-day expedition, right? So
yeah.
In that case, you guys will get some rest tonight, because you already did a day's work. Any further work would be considered a forced march, right? So you will cause exhaustion for the next day, which means you can't do anything but rest. You'll be bedridden. So you don't want to force march your crew, probably. You want to get some decent rest.
Of course, yeah.
So you will have a late lunch, kind of dinner at some point. Maybe you ate lunch on the way here along the waters, right? It wasn't a very pleasant lunch. It was cold, a cold lunch, right? But it was better than nothing.
What was lunch?
You eat a delicious dinner, though. You cook it up. You want camp for the rest of the day. This is your character's time to recharge, right? So they're gonna have about 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of free time. And that free time, they're gonna be resting or recovering from their expedition, whether it be, just getting their gear ready for the next day, washing, training, right, etc. As this time will go by, you will have your dinner. You will keep watch. Every now and then, you'll have someone at least guarding the camp, looking out for everyone else. Take turns, of course. We have a crew of about 4, so that should be a 2-hour shift for everyone, right? So, let's see if this goes by uneventfully. So it's your resting period, which is consisting of 9 hours, roughly. It was because we began rest period around 1500, and we have an extra hour of rest. So, all right, 2 ones indicate potential wandering monster. Technically, every 8 hours is 1 in 6, but this is the other way to determine it. 1 in 6 and 1 in 8, right? So more detailed approach. Right. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours passed, and
Ooh, that was close.
evening shift was uneventful. Now it's the night shift. This is when it could get even more dangerous, right? The only reason, same chance of encounter pretty much, but more difficult situation you're in, right? You can hardly see too far ahead at night, right? So now it's the night shift. Everyone has a 2-hour shift. Everyone should get at least around 6 hours of sleep in this 8-hour period of rest. This is from the time of roughly midnight, or maybe around 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., something like that. Typically, the work shift begins at 8, ends around 1600. Evening shift is 1600 to 22, and then 22 to plus 8 is 06, right? So, or let's see, 8 to 16, 16 to 24. Oh yeah, so around midnight is when you guys get some sleep or something similar, right? And begin the night shift. So let's see. It's an 8-hour period, taking us all the way to roughly 6 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, something like that. Alright, about 8 rolls were made, and it was an uneventful night out here in the mountains, right? You encamped along the shore, right? You got a nice warm fire going near your boat in case you need to escape, right? And morning comes quickly after a night's rest. Uneventful night. Your crew has had 2 meals yesterday, so with a crew of 4, that cost you 8 of your rations. We had 6 on Goose, and we had some more somewhere else. Let's see.
I should have bought 2 sets, DM. Remember, I had 3, and then I bought 2 sets, so I should have got.
Okay, well, yes, I made you buy 2 sets. It was 6 rations total, and I put it on your sheet.
You lied to me, Gold. You said I had 3.
From what I could see
Sorry.
on the character records, you had
It's good. Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I go off of course, the records, right? So, let's see. Alright, so technically, we had to half ration yesterday night for dinner. So your crew has nothing for breakfast, actually. You realize we have underestimated our supply stash. Small mistake, it's alright. So we got the hunger penalty this morning, right? So you go without food this morning, and basically, the only penalty is that it's not a lot of penalties, but every day without food you'll lose 1d3 hit points. So you got the hunger penalty eventually. So it's hunger, it's -1, right? And then of course it's probably eventually you'll get to starving, where you got a -4, right? So, and then of course bedridden, or -2 maybe starving, bedridden because you're just so hungry you can't move anymore. It's -4 penalty, and every day without food is 1d3 hit points lost. So you'll be okay though. You're not just hungry, -1 penalty. Nothing too bad.
Worst comes to worst, we're in the mountains. Obviously. Wait, you know what I mean? We got bows.
Right.
Cannibalize the trees.
Alright, so it's 8 o'clock. How would you like to start your day? It's day 2.
Let's go ahead and investigate the situation up there on the hill.
Yeah, let's go. You said the rumor said there was a dragon. Yeah.
That's what the rumor is, but there's also an abandoned, or so-called abandoned town. I can almost guarantee it's not. Do you guys want to investigate that, or do you want to go up to the hill?
let's do the hill.
Alright, the hill it is.
Alright, so there are a few ways you can approach the cliff in which the mountainside in which the ruin was built into. You can either a direct approach through the hamlet or the ruins, right? The ruined settlement around the stronghold, or you can try to approach from a different direction, like the mountainside, right? Go around the village ruins, climb the mountainside, and then approach from the mountainside, right? Either west or east. So it's three main ways to approach.
Well, can we actually scale that mountainside, or is that only what a thief can do because it's too steep?
There are steep parts if you're trying to go up. So naturally, you can climb it without tools, but it'd take a lot longer, right? With tools, you might be able to go quicker because you'll be able to go directly up. Versus without it, it can prove to be slower and maybe more dangerous, right? As you go gradually up it by just climbing.
So let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Walk up straight up to the doors. You guys cool with that? Horrible idea, but
Most direct approach.
fuck it. We're already here. Might as well.
Yep, there's a path through the ruins that leads from the river actually up. Many paths you can take that lead through the ruins and up to the actual stronghold. Old dirt roads.
Works for me.
Alright. Straight through the ruins.
We're gonna find some shiny loot sitting on the ground as we walk by. Get attacked by a jaguar. Die.
Alright, so our party is not surprised. But we are indeed moving through a ruined settlement, and it's not long before we spot movement, right? So you're moving through a ruined settlement in the mountains, right? It's abandoned. It's been long abandoned, from what you remember, what you could tell, or what you've heard. But you realize there's something here in the ruins with you, right? As you're moving along, it does not make any noise, but you see it, right? You spot them moving along. As you carefully proceeding through the ruins. Alright, let's do a head count on these guys. Alright, not too bad. Half a dozen of them approach. Direction is, we'll say, you're moving through the ruins. They're approaching from the southwest, so they've been following you, right? Not far behind, as you notice, every time you look back, you notice there's a half a dozen skeletal men, right, following you. So undead have been trailing you, right, to the ruins. The starting distance is about, we'll do 6 yards away, right? So at 18 feet, you notice them moving through the ruins with you, right? They're just carefully following along. They have rusty helmets, spears and such, axes, polearms, right? Various weapons. They just trailed you or followed you through the ruin, right? About 6 of them. So you guys can all react. Starting with John. You notice that these guys are following you. You're near the back. What do you want to do? You want to fire on them with your crossbow or something else?
You said they'll be following us a long time. Are they hostile? Are they brandishing weapons?
They are armed. They are following you. Their intentions is hard to determine, right? But they're armed and they're just following you. And now that you're halted, to some extent, they're catching up.
I guess I'll reload my crossbow and then, I don't know, ready in action. If that you can do that or not.
You can fire at them immediately if you want. Your crossbow can already be loaded in this situation, right? You could have had it preloaded before you move to the ruins. So if you want, you can say you're reloading it now instead. If you want to take more time, it's your choice.
No, I'm asking, can I basically hold and wait?
Oh yeah, hold your shot. Yeah, see what they do. Yeah, so you hold fire as they approach, and as you hold your shot, Poseidon, you're in the middle of the crew, following the rest of the party. And you notice, of course, John turning around, readying a shot. What do you want to do?
Well, if he's readying a shot, I'm trusting him and his judgment. Something is clearly nearby. Assuming I have my warbow equipped, I will be ready.
Okay. The enemy are 18 feet away, quickly catching up, closing that distance. You ready your bow and arrow against them, but it sounds like you don't want to fire yet. Heath, on the other hand,
Well, I can't limit this.
no, you
He's
do.
sitting around.
Alright, so the situation's the same, for in case you don't understand. Your party's been moving to the ruins, and your whole party is carefully observing as they're moving through these ruins. And I stated that you noticed 6 of them behind us, right? All of you noticed this.
Okay, my bad. I didn't hear that part there. Okay, I mean, yeah, get ready for a fucking fight. Do the same as I mentioned. Prepare
Right,
an
so
action.
you're just running a shot, you're not actually firing, right? Yeah. Alright, and Heath, unless there are orders for him, which will be provided by Goose, for now he has to start the round by doing what he would do as a retainer, which originally he was following his master, but in the situation he notices the crew slowing down because of course we see Undead behind us, right? Following us through the ruined hamlet. So his action is bow and arrow, sees the other two prepare a shot, do not fire, so he does not fire either, right? And the enemy are closing quickly, right? As you guys hold your shots, they're crashing into your crew with spears, axes, and swords and such. Goose, what is your reaction to the situation? You're near the front.
So I got my shield and my flaming sword out, and I'm sending it. Like, as soon as they get in my range, I'm hitting.
Okay, very well. So you move in with your sword. Are you gonna close or are you gonna hold? So do you want to advance against them or you?
I'm defending, right? So they all have their bows ready. I'm going to step forward 1 step. They're going to grab me. I mean, I know this is going to happen. But I'm hitting at least 1 or 2 of them before they hit me, right?
Okay. Alright, so there are 6 of them. So as they close in, right,
Yep.
you can see that the shields close up, right? They close their shields, do a tighter formation, but open up only enough for that, so that the other half, which are spearmen and a polearm, can swing through and reach your crew. And as they close in, you stand before your crew, ready to defend them, but you can't reach any of them because they're using pole weapons, right? Unless you step forward and start swinging. Your bowmen did not fire. They held the shot as you stepped forward to intercept them. And all you're able to do is keep that shield up as the enemies are hooking and stabbing into your position. So for this situation that you're in, the spearmen, of course, you're only so wide. You cannot protect everyone with your body unless they all want to line up and get behind you. But you only can defend against so many of them, right? The spearmen, of course, they seem to just go straight into your shield anyway, right? They stab at your shield, poking you from a distance. So here comes the spearmen. And they're aiming, it looks like the first job is they're aiming to,
I do have it.
they're just stabbing into your shield. They're not even stabbing to hit you. So they're thrusting their spears into your shield right now. Okay. 1 got a nat 20, 1 got a 10. Right. Do you want to
Roll that 20.
reroll? Okay.
That 20.
So Poseidon decides to use his legendary roll to reroll the nat 20. So it grants you a legendary roll, 19 instead. Alright, and their goal was to simply hit your shield. Right? So their goal was to plant their spears into your shield. So now that their spears are in your shield now weighs an additional 10 pounds, right? Each spear, I think, weighs 5 pounds. So now you have 10 more pounds of encumbrance on you, right? And they just stab their spears in there. You can cut them off.
Are they still holding on to it?
They are. And they're trying to pull you toward them now, right?
I'm going to yank them towards me.
Okay, you can try. But while that's happening, so they stabbed through, right? And right after that, they're trying to open you up, right? Because there's a polearm guy. But anyway, the polearm, he just goes in for a, looks like he is going in for some subdual damage, just beating you with, beating into the shield with a blade, right? Swinging down with subdual damage. So he's just trying to beat you down with trauma, right? Beat that shield arm down, while the spears are stabbed, right, into your shield. Okay, so he goes in, attacks. This is a subdual attack, so it ignores armor. Right.
Since
Just-
I was at the ready, I'd be able to counterattack that.
You cannot reach. You want to step forward?
Oh, he's a polearm guy. You're right.
So he swings down on your shield arm that's being controlled by the spearman, and swings down, lands a hit on that shield arm, right? Because he's just targeting the arm, causing trauma, subdual damage, 50% damage, right? Okay, so in that case, instead of a D12, it's a D6, pretty much. You take 2 points of subdual damage. It cannot kill you. It can
I
only
would take one.
subdue you. All right. So you took
Magic one.
1 damage. Yeah, you got a magical armor on. So let's see.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yep. You took 1 damage.
What's the difference between damage subdue?
Subdual. It can bring you to 0
Subdual.
hit points, but it cannot instantly kill you. So once you're subdued, then they can kill you after. Subdual is just like trauma, like beating you to a pulp. But right. So it's just subdual. It's blunt force, right? Trauma. So knocks you out, knocks you to the ground, overwhelms you with force, but it's not aiming to kill immediately. It's aiming to disable. So
So yeah, can my whole shot fired or do we wait my turn?
in your next turn it can, because you chose for this turn to not fire, pretty much. So in your next turn you're going to choose to fire, right? So the enemy chose not to just wait for you to figure out whether or not you fire. While you were readying a shot, they just charged and swung into our crew. All right. So while our spears, or the spears and polearms, beat against that shield, right? The other ones, of course, spread out. So they spread out, the other 3, and they move to the flanks, right? So you're defending against all these spears and polearms, but the other 3 with shields and such, they move into the flanks and start swinging, right? Start stabbing and jabbing. They move on to the flanks against your bowmen, right? So one moves in as you're holding your shield against 3 polearms. One of these shield bangers, right, with the axe and shield moves on against John. And John has a bow ready, and John, you see him moving toward you, you could fire at him, right? So you don't just stand there and watch him, right? So you see him approach you, you can loose an arrow at him, right, before he closes in. So you fire. Here's John. John, you want to use the dice rolls channel?
Okay.
Or do you want me to roll on the tabletop?
Yeah, let's. What do you need me to roll?
1d20. Right.
10.
So you fired at him with your bow and arrow, and you missed. Yep, it goes right through the bones, or right past it. Right, so you point blank fire. He moves in for melee. He starts swinging at you with an axe. Our poor John. Let's see, only a helmet.
Immediately.
All right. The enemy moves in. You fired a bow at close range. You are susceptible, so he has an advantage on you. So as you are firing, he was swinging his axe into you, and with his bonuses included, it lands a hit. Right, your helmet is not enough, and you're in melee while firing a bow, so you're susceptible. Right, you were not properly defending yourself. As you loosed an arrow on him at point blank, which you scored too low, 10. Right. Let's see if we look over the house rules. Let's check out any bonuses you could have had. Firing in melee is not ideal. Let's see. Maybe you didn't fire in melee, but you fired outside of melee. Close range, point blank, just before melee. So let's see. Just before melee, no defender. Let's see. Bonuses. Alright. You had a +1 to hit because you were at close range. Let's see. The enemy was somewhat immune to you. He was just made of bones. But that didn't affect your to hit. Other bonuses included the fact that you only had the +1 for short range. That's it. So you had a +1, so you went to 11, which was still not enough to hit him. And he hit you, unfortunately, and deals 1 to 8 damage. Or actually, no. We'll do, he's got 1d6, a hand axe. Alright, he dealt you 3 damage, John. So you survived it. You're at 1 hit point, though.
Yeah, plus 20.
Alright, so he hits you pretty good in the arm, right? You've got your arm cut. Nothing too severe yet. But once you drop to 0 or lower, that's when it becomes severe, right? So you've been wounded pretty bad, but not too bad.
0 or lower.
Okay. Alright, there's another one that swung at Heath, right? So Heath readied a shot as it closed in, as the spearmen and polearms dealt with, of course, our swordman, right, who is just defending against all these attacks. As they beat against his shield, right, the others moved into the flank and attacked our bowman. This other one that attacks our bowman goes in for our Heath, who fired a bow and arrow at him, or fired an arrow with his bow. We'll see. He fired at close range, bonuses included, landed a hit. The enemy is somewhat immune to his shot due to the fact that he's just a bulk of bones, right, or made of bones. So fire into this animated enemy, right, this supernatural force. Unfortunately, it's gonna be half damage due to the situation. Let's see. Warbow deals a 2d4. Okay, so Heath is a magic user, no other bonuses. So this is divided by 2. So 1 damage to our foe. He nicks it, right? That guy's still alive at 4 hits.
Reroll that.
Reroll the hit points? Okay. That is your
Yeah.
reroll for the game. He's at 1 hit point left. He's almost gone. Right. So he's wounded, and then he closes and swings on Heath. Alright, so here comes Heath being attacked. Just has a helmet on. Alright, moves in against Heath, swings down. Heath is acceptable. He's using his bow and arrow, right? And typically when you're susceptible, right, helpless, is a great bonus. Yeah. So anyway, the enemy swung on him, right? He fired a bow in the last moment, of course, before close. He starts defending himself with his bow. It's not extremely susceptible. If he was firing in melee, which he wasn't in melee, he fired outside of melee, and then he fires in melee next round, of course, then yeah, he's susceptible and will take double damage. So he's not quite susceptible, but he's getting close to it. Right? He's blocking with his bow. He's not just standing there getting hit. He took 3 damage, right? So it's enough to take him down. He's not dead. He's dying. Yeah. He's rolling to stay conscious, though.
Well, does his con help?
It helps with the saving throw. Yeah. +3. Okay, so it's
Well, he should have a +3.
13. So it's a pass. So he stays conscious. He's bleeding out. He's conscious. Right. He's down though. -4 penalty to hit. He's
How much health did he have?
He had 3 hit points. He took 3 damage.
Wouldn't the con give him +3?
Oh. I suppose it would. If he rolled 3 hit points when he started out. Let's see.
He did.
Yeah, guess we can adjust that now. Alright, yeah, that's a mistake. Or something. I think he rolled his constitution and we didn't adjust his hit points. That was the mistake. So.
Yeah, because it was the silver thing. Yep. Sorry, I'm dropping trailers and stuff.
Alright, so he's wounded but not killed or dying. He's just wounded pretty bad for 3 damage. Okay, so he takes a hit, and as he's being hit, as John is being hit, as Heath's being hit, the last one went for Poseidon. This one has a mace and a shield. Swings in Poseidon and goes for some dual damage, so ignores armor, right? Or maces already can do that easily, so they ignore armor. Let's see. Or they can choose to for half damage, right? So that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna ignore armor. It's gonna do half damage. Or full if blunt if it's doing some dual damage. It's gonna do a normal hit. Is actually, Yeah, it's gonna do a normal hit to kill. And let's see. If that's the case, mace, full damage with blunt. That would be, of course, if subduing. And if not subduing, half damage. So it wants to do more damage, so it's gonna try to subdue him. I can do full damage if it's subduing. So nat 20. So subdues you for 2d6 damage. Unless you wanna fudge it.
I'm gonna fudge that. Yeah.
You can fudge the nat 22 on that one. Because I rolled a 2 hit, they got a nat 20.
Yeah, I'm fudging it to a nat 1.
Okay, in that case, it swung its mace against you, and divine intervention. Right, you prayed, you saw something. It was gonna be a lethal blow, but a shine of light forced it to just kind of fall forward and drop to a knee. Right, giving you a slight advantage in that chaos. And also, you were able to fire your bow at it before it closed the distance. I'm gonna check if you land a hit. You gonna use your own dice
Okay.
or the bot?
No, you go ahead and roll.
All right,
The
so
case
before.
that I actually hit, do I get the fudge back or what? Just roll.
Yeah, we'll roll if you killed it. If you kill it, then you'll get the fudge back. Because technically this shot goes off first. Only if you kill it, right? Right. So you missed. It looks like. Got a 9. You already used a reroll. You already used your fudge technically, which would be used in its nat 20 roll. You fired at it. You scored a miss. So yeah, it would swing on you. You use that fudge to make him miss incredibly and also took a knee, right? So it swung, fell over, tripped up. It gives you an advantage, right? So, alright. So Poseidon, due to, of course, divine intervention, you're surviving for now, right? Let's see. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna go on to. That was the first round complete, I think. Yeah. So first round's complete. Second round. Okay. So in second round, starting with John.
Considering it was fudged to a nat 1, do I not get another attack? Or did I misunderstand that?
That one is a fumble, so it's up to the DM discretion based on the situation. Does not guarantee you get an automatic hit or anything like that. Yeah, it just means the enemy fumbled. His fumble was he tripped up, right? He swung at you and tripped on a branch or something, right? So you got very lucky. So, all right.
Can I hit him with my staff? Since he's in melee now?
Yeah, yep. So you would quickly go for your staff, start swinging on him in the midst of melee, right? So you plan to attack in melee with your staff, your quarter staff. Goose, last round you defended against 3 attacks, and you said you wanted to just in that moment of defending, were you trying to counter the attack? Did you want to push up against them?
Remember how one of them had a spear in my shield? I wanted to yank that person.
You wanted to yank it, or you wanted to yank the spears free?
I wanted to yank the skeleton.
Oh, yank them toward you, right? There's 2 of them. All right, so you try to yank them toward
There should
you.
only be one.
No, 2 of them hit your shield. It was 2 successes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I forgot that they stabbed through your shield, and then you tried after they stabbed your shield, you tried pulling them toward you. Let's see. So let's see.
Yep, that's
You're
fine.
gonna do a force doors check. All right,
I'm
5.
just going straight backwards.
Okay. So you passed
I
the
got a
force doors check. You are counting as 2 men, but they're up against 2 men's weight. Supernaturally, they weigh as much as they did when they were alive. So you pull them,
Yeah.
but you're not able to really force them. So you encumbered them. The most you're able to do is as you pull them, you can break, or you can basically, at the very most, pull the spears out of their hand, from what you feel, right? So you yank as hard as you can, and it forces them kind of forward. They either keep their hands on the spear, and be pulled, or they release it, right, and you get the spears. but you also have 10 pounds on your arm now, causing that shield arm to be extremely slow
Yep.
and encumbered. So, yeah, you pulled, you step back, you pull, and they, of course, after stabbing, they stabbed in the first 5 seconds, but they would actually pull in the last 5 seconds against you, right? So they did their pull as well. They both failed, and they ended up just getting pulled toward you as you step back. So they're pulled forward toward you and closest to everyone else, I suppose. The pole arm guy just keeps stepping forward to keep in line with them. So you're able to pull him somewhat. You're able to move him, but they're still keeping their distance. They're not tripped up. They just kind of, as you move back, they move forward, right? Basically, keeping their hands on that
Gotcha.
pole or that spear. So as that's happening,
In that case.
Yeah.
Because this is at the end of the turn, right?
yeah.
The
So
last turn.
in the following round, what did you do? Second round.
I'm gonna drop the shield because their hands are still on the spears.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm just going to hit them with the sword. I'm gonna close the distance and try to knock them out.
Yep. So their spears are disabled. So now if you drop that shield, unless they free their spears somehow, they're disarmed, right? And you'll close and swing.
I'm closing, and I'm gonna try to hit both of them at the same time.
Sure.
Two-handing my sword.
Right. Okay. So you move in, trying to swing on them with your Flame on Command sword, and John is trying to swing on one of them with his quarterstaff, and Heath is maybe doing something similar, not too far away, against someone that closed with him. He probably dropped his bow and started grabbing.
Try to subdue it. Just trying to grab him to keep him from hitting him.
Yeah, at this point he's trying to grapple the enemy if possible, but grappling is very dangerous.
That's all he can do.
Right, against if you're not successful, it can be very dangerous. All right, so he just reaches at it, right, tries to take him to the ground. And then Poseidon, of course, you're also in a melee. Do you want to switch to a melee weapon? Do you want to grapple or something else?
I'm gonna toss a bottle of holy water on it.
Okay. All right, so you've got to reach for that water first. All right, so what actually happens is we're gonna start with John. So John is in a duel. Basically, no one else is helping him. It's 1v1. Right. So basically, I saw in this round, after he fired his crossbow, he kind of grabbed at his staff as he was being swung on. He tried to, or he didn't grab at the staff immediately. He blocked with his bow, so he wasn't susceptible. Then this round, he's grabbing at his staff. While he's grabbing at it, his enemy doesn't just watch him grab at his staff. His enemy keeps swinging its axe into him. Right. So swings an axe into him again, and goes for a killing blow. Right. So standard attack roll. 14 lands a hit, and deals not with a hand axe. I mean, 2 damage to our poor fighter who just joined our ranks. Right. Bring him to -1 hit points. John is killed in action at that moment, right? The mistake
Poor
here,
guy.
yeah, poor John did not have good armor, and there was no one to defend him in this situation. There was not enough defenders, right? We had a lot of attackers, but no defenders, right? Only one defender. So John is cut down. Thanks for playing, brother, but you're out. Have a good night, and hope to see you at the next one. Take care, bro.
Yeah.
Right, John is killed, and just after that, we're gonna go to. Let's do. I guess Poseidon, right? So. Poseidon's turn next. You're in the midst of melee. Maybe the first move we made a mistake in is that you're C3, right? You forgot your job. So we had a casualty, right? Alright, it's okay. But you're going in for your. You were grabbing at your holy water this time, right? So you had your bow in one hand, in the other hand you're reaching for holy water, and as you're grabbing at that holy water, your enemy continues trying to subdue you with his mace, right? Swings on you again.
Yeah.
Earlier he got on that one and tripped up. He fell on his knee. So this round he gets up, and before he can get up and swing on you, because he was delayed, you got that holy water out before he could swing on you because he was delayed, right? He had to get up and swing, and before he could, there's a chance you splash the water on him before he can swing on you. So here's your initiative. 6. All right, you basically won. I see. Yeah. All right, so you won the initiative. He was like getting up, right, trying to swing on you, but as he turns around, you splash water on him, and the holy water you have It's you have 3 of them. You take 1 out.
Yeah.
Right, and you just want to splash the whole vial on him, right?
The entire fucking thing on him, yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna take I think 3d8 damage. It's 1d8 per
Oh my god.
pint. Let me double check. A holy water flask should have 3d8 damage total then. You should splash the whole thing against him.
I trusted you, cleric. I defended you, cleric.
Alright, oh, it should be in siege weapons. Let's see. Alright, holy water. 1d8 per splash against undead. Alright, and each flask comes with about 3 splashes. Okay. He splashed the whole thing against him, and he took 3d8 damage. 12 damage. Alright, that's a kill. So he splashed it, and it dissipates the skeleton, burns it, right? The bones just kind of collapse into a heap of, or a pile, right? And 1 undead has been destroyed out of the 6, right? So we still have 5 remaining, right? So you got 1 kill so far. You saved yourself before he could swing on you. In the meantime, there's also Heath, right? Heath was going in for a grapple, so he lunges at the enemy, and the enemy, of course, steps back, swings his sword at Heath, right? Grapplers are very vulnerable, but once they actually grapple, they have a great advantage, right? If they can close. So he is a grappler, he is susceptible, right? So grapplers, of course, if you look in there, grapplers take double damage, right? Because they're very susceptible. They don't have any weapons. He just lunges, and grapplers may be attacked with a +4 to hit, or automatically killed if helpless. So as he moves in, he is susceptible. So before he can close in, the skeleton with the sword has a +4 to hit, and if he hits, he'll deal double damage to our grappler, right? Alright, scored a miss, fortunately. Swung at the magic user. Magic user is quick enough to dodge the swing, close that distance, and goes in for the grapple, right? Attacks the unarmored armor class of the enemy, and fails, right? So he went in for grapple. The skeleton swung, missed, and then sidestepped, and he just dove right past the skeleton into the grass, right? So he jumped at it. Neither of them hit each other, right? They just kind of both missed, right? So something like that occurred.
We're gonna keep that bitch busy. He's gonna keep running around, making him chase him.
So he lunged at it. It swung and missed his lunge, and then of course he also missed the grapple. He just lunged at the dirt, or dived to the dirt, right? Went prone in front of it. As that was going on, of course, we had to see how Goose did. So Goose, of course, what he did with his Flame on Command sword, he dropped the shield, lowering the spears, right? The spearmen immediately, of course, took that time to try to free their spear from the shield. So they would see him coming. They're just shaking their spears loose, right? Trying to free up their spears from that shield. So on a 2 in 6 chance, they are successful, right? Force doors check. Okay, 1 got the spear free just before you could, or as you were closing in, right? The other 1 couldn't, still stuck. The polearm steps back, swings on you before you can close against the spearman. Goes in for some dual attack, tries to just beat against your armor, not to go in for any weak points. Just weight against your body, right? Scoring a hit, just beats down on your armor, half into dual damage. So 1d6 divided by 2 because your armor is magical. Alright, so yeah, that would be a 3. So that would be a d3. So d3 is 5 is a 3 on a d3. Alright, so you took 3 damage. It could kill most men, but you're not most men, right? So it beats down on your armor like nothing. And you swing into the skeletons. One for you to spear, the one for you to spear steps back. Tries to step back at least. But before it can, you have a chance to swing on him and his friend, right? So he tries to get back and out of the range of your sword, right? So you're going to have initiative to line up a shot with him and his friend. Here's your initiative. It's a 1. Here's theirs. It is a 2.
That'd be a 4.
Okay, with your dexterity bonus,
Dex
yeah,
3.
you're very fast. Good initial or innate reflexes allow you the advantage, right? And you won. Before he could step back, you know, the average man would not be fast enough, but you're not the average, right? You're faster. You quickly step, you swing, you're attacked into both of them. Having damage is guaranteed, but you have 2 attacks though, right? Your first attack against the closer one hits. The damage, you're using a magical flame of command sword. So I think, let me see real quick.
+2, then +3, so I'm at +5, and it's magical.
Yeah.
That would be +6 total.
Alright. Let me check.
Because it's undead, so it does +2 damage to undead. Also has a +2 to hit to undead, which is nice. Yeah, that flame sword is dirty.
Okay, so +1 sword inflicts fire damage, which may have such effects on certain creatures. The effects are grants an attack bonus against certain types, so +3 against undead.
3? Oh shit,
Or
okay.
attack bonus, yeah. And then +1 from just magical and +1 damage. So. Alright, so very high chance to hit
And
undead.
strength, right?
But when it comes to the damage bonus, it's gonna have +1 for magical damage, or it's a sword +1 flaming.
Okay.
So, and then +3 for strength. So, the default damage is of course gonna be. So it's double damage because it's magical. So normal damage is gonna be of course 1d6. Or sorry, one. What kind of sword is it? A normal sword, right? Let's see.
It was a bastard sword, I believe. Or no, it was the two-handed. It was like a hybrid, so you could one-handed or two-handed. I can't remember.
No, it's a flame of command sword, so it's a normal sword. Yeah. So,
Okay.
that's what's written. So, you might be thinking of a different sword. Let's see.
Because we rolled that d6 and it was bastard.
Was it bastard?
I can't remember. I think it was bastard because it was one off the great sword and one off the long sword. I think it was bastard. Because it was a d8, whatever it was.
Okay. Sure, I'll mark it. Flame of command. Bastard sword.
B sword. Nah, it could be broadsword. Well, shit, you do have to put bass sword.
It was a D8 back then.
Alright. So in that case, if you're using it in one or two hands.
I would drop in my shield, right? And so I was
So two
immediately
hands.
grabbing it. Hands.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
you're using it in two hands, it's 1d10. Right. So it's 1d10
Shit, okay.
plus 3 from strength, so 1d10 plus 3. Plus 1 from the magic, so 1d10 plus 4 damage. But magical, so it's double against this enemy.
The fire doesn't do anything?
What do you mean?
Because I had it flamed up, right? It doesn't do extra damage to skeletons or anything because they're undead.
Inflicts fire damage, which may have special effects on certain creatures.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, grant a bonus, an attack bonus. It's not flaming oil. It's not the same. So it doesn't deal like an extra d8 or anything like
Okay,
that.
okay. I thought it did an extra, like, 2 damage or something. The way I read it. I might have read it wrong. Might be plus to hit.
Yeah, it's plus to hit.
Sorry,
It took about the grants on attack bonus would be a plus
Gotcha.
to hit. Not damage, though.
Ah! Okay. Yep, you're good. You're good. Continue. I'm stupid. Yeah. My bad.
So the damage is going to be plenty enough. So it's 2d10 plus 8. Right? Because magical and
But I'm
magical
swinging
my
on
game
2.
house rule to be double damage. So 2d10 plus 8. And of course, he swung against 2. So it's back to 1d10 plus 4. So. And you have fighting skill though. So it's back to 2d10 plus 8. Because you're fighting skill.
Fuck, yeah, they're done.
It's
Yeah.
double, right? So they each take 2d10 plus 8 if you land a hit. So it's almost guaranteed you're going to get a kill. Yeah, so that's 16. So that's a kill. And your second attack, this is where the fire comes in handy, or the attack bonus, right? You get a plus 3, so it just guarantees you hit.
Yeah.
Alright, so because you're going in for a second enemy, it's a minus 4, but the plus 3 from the undead and all the other bonuses applied as it lands a hit. And then your damage, right? So 7 plus 8, 15 damage. Alright, you cleave through 2 of them easily, right, with your Flame of Command sword. So they're hacked apart. The polearm beat down on your armor again. Did some damage. Dented your armor maybe. That's about it. And we're back to Poseidon, or declaring actions again. So that was the end of round 2. So round 3 combat. So starting with well, let's go alphanumerically. So Goose, you want to just close in with that last guy, the polearm, or do you want to?
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
All right, so you step toward him, the polearm, start swinging on him.
Yeah, I am not getting attacked from the rear by polearm. Not happening.
Yep, no, he's in front of you, so he's just further away. Okay, so Goose steps
if I
toward
would
him.
turn around and help one of my teammates, I'd get
He is
attacked from
stepping
the rear,
back.
no
He is
problem.
swinging.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. If he lands a hit, that's an intercept, right? So he will stop you from closing or have your speed. But you're already close enough, so should be able to keep him. Or unless he hits you, he might be able to keep you at bay. As long as he keeps moving back, and there's space and space permits. So polearms are good in the open field for sure for intercepting and keeping enemies at bay if they land a hit. If they don't, you'll pass.
Could I aim for his weapon to break it?
You could try. You would parry. So he would swing, you would just basically block instead. Right.
Gotcha.
Riposte.
Okay.
So you could, I mean,
I didn't know how your rolling was.
I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to let him swing first and then hit his weapon after? Or are you trying to line up and just clash into his weapon?
Yeah, I'm trying to kill him. I want him gone. These things are weak. They should
So-
have died immediately. But
You
that's
wanna
not
s-
how this works.
Yeah. Do you want to swing on his weapon or do you want to swing at him? So you gotta pick one or the other, right? Like you can't. Or what is your goal? Are you trying to kill him?
I
If that's the
understand.
goal, you're not gonna swing at his weapon, right? So what would you prefer?
Yeah, my goal is to kill him. Yeah, so I'm dealing with it and I'm going. Like,
Close and
So,
destroy or swing at his
if
weapon?
he hits me, I'm trying to swing on him after he,
Okay.
because he's going with me. Because I'm gonna cheat.
Well, as that's going on, Poseidon, of course, not far away. You splashed one with holy water and killed it. There's another one on HEATH still, and there's another one that killed the other guy, right? Is it John? John was killed, right? So that guy's moving in toward, it looks like HEATH, and HEATH is struggling. So what's your next move, Poseidon? Goose is dealing with the polearm.
From my understanding, there's still one on me, but I'm gonna do something very ballsy, wholly simple, and turn on Dill.
Okay. So what happens this round is we're gonna start with Goose. So Goose for this round, of course, he ends up stepping toward the polearm as the polearm backs up and swings his polearm into him, right? That means he has initiative in the open battlefield, right? Space. He does some dual damage, lands a hit
Yeah,
on
I'm
your
gonna make
armor.
that one.
Okay. In that case, divine intervention, right? Goose charges forward bravely, swings, and somehow just glances against his armor instead, not direct contact. So, in fact, it's a nat 1, so ends up getting it stuck in the armor, right, and causing it to be weapon to be disabled. So the weapon gets stuck in between some of the armor, right? You just push through it and swing on him, basically disarming him. His weapon gets trapped, whether it be by your sword or by your armor. It's not, I'm not too certain, but it's trapped for a round unless he forces it free. Closed in, you swung on him. He's pretty much finished. You have a high bonus to hit, which guarantees you a kill. Right? There's almost no chance. Full damage applied. Right? So you do tons of damage to him. Yeah, there's no chance. Quickly just turned into bits and pieces, right? Swung a flaming sword through him. Explodes into small bones, right? That just falls to the ground. Shatters upon impact. Sword just doesn't even, barely touches him and he already destroyed, right? Cleaves right through him. Alright. So
I'm in a dead zone.
as you swung one down, there was two that went for Heath. Heath went for a grapple. He dived at the enemy in a grapple, missed it, quickly rolls back up as the enemy swings at him again, right? He goes in for, at this point, he's running away. He just starts running, and so the enemy turns and swings
I
on
swear I'm still here at the end.
Huh? Okay. So, yeah, Heath, of course.
There we go, I'm back. Jesus.
Alright, anyway. So, Heath dived at the skeleton earlier. He swung, missed. The skeleton swung and missed.
Yep.
So he got up this round. And as he gets up, he's trying to get away, but the other one arrives, the one that just killed John. Intercepts him with
What a bitch.
with an axe. Nat 20's him.
Ooh.
He's cooked.
He kills the final Heath, right? So Heath the third is killed in action.
Yeah.
The other one with the
Looks like he's
sword
gone.
turns and swings on Poseidon, right? Who's retrieving a flask of, or his holy symbol, right? Swings on Poseidon, and seeing that Poseidon's in heavy armor, aims to subdue Poseidon, right, with a sword. So the damage is halved, right? He just kind of pummels the sword, or, some type of blunt force trauma into him, murder stroke or something, right? Takes a sword. It's a short sword. Fails, right? So it just beats against your armor, it glances off. And you may manage to pull that symbol out, start turning against them, right? Turning undead against them, as they were busy. One was busy killing off Heath, while the other one, his sword just glanced against your armor, and then your turning goes off, right? You start turning, pulled out that symbol, start turning. Here's your 2d6. All right, you are a level 3 cleric, so basically, I think the 2d6 you automatically turn them. I think at least. Let me see if you destroy them. I think that's not until level 4 though.
Pretty sure if they're level 1.
At level 3, they automatically are
Are they level
turned,
1 or level
and you're
0?
rolling. They're level 1. You're rolling only to see how many you turn, so they automatically are turned, right? So, as soon as you pull that symbol and start praying against them, they immediately become defensive, and start to withdraw from the fight. So the one that just killed Heath gets up carefully, brings its shield in front of itself, and carefully backs off into the ruins, while the other one that just swung on you does the same with the sword and shield, the short sword and shield, carefully starts to back off into the ruins, right? Do you want to pursue them, or do you want to keep turning them, or something else? So as long as you're turning them, they're going to retreat, right? So you're praying against them. And if Goose wants, he can try to close and destroy.
Hit them on the way out.
So they're not afraid of you. They'll fight against you, but they're afraid of Poseidon, right? Do you want to move in close to destroy?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him.
Alright, you
Yeah,
move
I'm
in
hitting him. I'm killing him.
against one of the two. They're not together, they're spread out.
Yeah.
So you quickly move up to him, swing your sword into him, you just charge and try to finish him. He does a defend, right? So you swing your sword on him. He does a defend. You land a hit, you cut right through this, basically right through the shield into him, right? So you beat the shield past him or into him, and the sword goes straight through him, and damage is pretty much auto kill, right? Yeah. All right. So he's killed, and you
Know pretty much about that.
kill that one, and then you move into the next guy who's carefully withdrawing and starts to just do a full sprint through the ruins. But I think you're able to still catch up to him. Because technically, I would say you might be on horseback, maybe. Maybe you dismounted earlier. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're not on horseback. We took boats here. So you just charge after him through the ruins, and he's of equal speed with you. So therefore, he does get away unless you want to pursue deeper or do a pursuit. 50-50 chance you can close. 1v1. Do you want to pursue or just let him go?
I'm gonna let him go because if I pursue him, fucked.
Alright, so the undead disappears into the rest of the ruins. And we have a total of 2 casualties. Do you guys want to wrap it here? Or do you want to push on with the
Yeah. You see, this would not have happened if you just would have turned them immediately.
Yeah, it's like a level 1 thing you're supposed to learn,
Ah.
right? Level 1 cleric job, but you're level 3. You should know better. Right?
Damn, I gotta make a cleric now.
That mistake costed us 2 characters. Right? Heath and John were killed in action. Alright, it's alright.
Okay.
It happens. But yeah, as a level 3 cleric, you auto turn level 1 undead. You just roll to see how many, right? Per round. Okay. It's alright.
It's alright.
Next time.
And before we leave, I'll check like a couple of little houses, like windows and shit, to see if there's any loot whatsoever, just so we can have something of this fucking shit show. 6 skeletons killed 2 of us. Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, you checked some of the ruins. They're abandoned.
I was hoping
empty.
immediately. Sorry. Did you?
Oh, go ahead.
I said I was hoping everybody would shoot, but nobody shot. I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. They were at 18 feet away. That's very close. You know, people
Yeah.
can close the distance in
Yeah.
less than 10 seconds. 20 feet.
I wanted my guy to shoot, but everybody else didn't shoot, so he didn't. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I get it. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was kind of strange.
Like, we would have been
Multiple
ran
instances.
through if I didn't block. Like,
If you weren't there, you had to hold. But you only can hold against so many, you know. So then there's
no!
3 of them.
I
went
tried.
past you. Alright, it's whatever. Like, so many
Alright.
small mistakes lead
Yeah,
up
it is
to
what it is.
major losses, right? So all these tiny mistakes add up,
Yeah.
right? People not doing the job. First mistake
Yeah,
was not shooting. Second mistake, first of all, was not turning. So many little mistakes, right? Also, I mean,
was
the
trying,
very
man.
first mistake is moving through a ruin that you already kind of
I had
have
a
an
pull-up,
idea.
too.
So you already knew one thing. You already knew the risk, the initial risk. You already knew that there's going to be possibly
Yeah.
monsters in there, and no one took the precautions to actually ready themselves. They said that their ready plan was just to not do anything, right? Basically, so have their weapons ready but not firing, like, which was already the first mistake,
Yeah.
right? The enemy are not gonna say, "Hey, let's have
I
a
would've-
talk," and you guys can
If
figure out.
they
this
would have
right.
fired, I would have pulled my polearm out and sweat and try to get
Yeah.
as many as I could. But I was like, nobody's shooting? Fuck! You know what I mean?
Defend, yeah. So that was the first. Yeah, I mean, I guess we were just not locked in, right? Like, fucking let them overrun us,
It's
close
alright,
that
yeah.
distance.
I was here!
They still got their shots up, but they shot it, you know, too late. They shot it when they got already close,
Yeah.
too close.
Either way, we still managed to
Still
kill
win.
all 3 of them, 4.
5. We got 5.
We got 5 out of 6 kills at the cost of 2
Yeah.
of our guys, right?
Yeah!
Willing sacrifices.
Alright. It's alright, it's all good. It happens. So, we'll get us back home then. Or do you guys want to
So there was no loot.
end the expedition here? Or do you want to head back to town and cash out?
So we're just gonna head back to town because I don't trust this cleric anymore.
I haven't had sleep.
I got rope. Here's what we'll do. I have rope. I'll tie one of the what do you call it? One of the canoes to each of the canoes, right? So we both have one canoe, and we're gonna throw the bodies in the back of those canoes. Just take them with us.
Well, we only had 2 canoes, I think, right? So, today? You guys
Oh,
only used
okay.
2?
I thought we had 4. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 2's fine.
It wasn't specified, so I assume two per boat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Either way. All right, so DM, from now on, I'm not going to any ruins with this cleric.
Or at least,
Okay, how about we go to
That's the
this?
third time we needed you, and it didn't work.
Look, I'm sorry, I haven't slept for
It's
36
okay.
hours. Now,
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. I'm just giving you a hard
It's
time.
easy,
We're
okay.
good.
And get some meat.
alright,
Yeah, we're gonna go back to town, DM.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a cleric today.
okay. So we'll get us back home. We'll start up our post game. So.
It's so fucking funny. Did you expect this game to go this way, DM?
Not exactly. I thought we could. I thought the enemies would be easy. 6 of them only. You know, you guys have
I
done
did too!
way better in the past.
That was instant!
2 casualties. You know, multiple small mistakes early on led to it.
I understand why my mage died. Like, he wasn't prepared for a battle. He was ready for sleep.
Alright, I just did 1 roll for the 8 hours on the way back, roughly. So,
That's
let's
fine.
see. Yeah, we're good. Go back to town safely. After 2 days of adventuring, right? Day 2 was a rough one. It was little to no profit. You got some skulls. You got some enemy weapons. You got your dead. You rode all the way back, right? Let's see. All right. So in that case, let's go over rewards. The enemy each were worth 1 experience. So that gave us.
Yay! Got 5.
As for the loot, if you want it, you can follow their tracks all the way back to where they started. But I don't know if you would find anything there. It's a chance you won't. Let's see.
I mean, we can roll it.
Yeah, we'll roll to see if it's present. So you only on the instance that you chose to actually go back to where they came from. So, did you guys follow their tracks
Well,
before you left?
Cleric, do you want to chance it with your fuck 'em up shit to see if there's stuff there just in case?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, fuck it, let's do it, DM.
Alright. Rolled it. And you found their origin place, a ruined temple, like a small little ruined, or not ruined temple, a ruined grave site among the ruins, right? Open graves. And you have a few open graves here, mass graves and such, right? You saw, or you found, and they're empty for the most part, except some valuables down there, right? That you were able to grave rob some of them, right? Some of these mass graves. Go in there,
Hell
look at
yeah.
what little loot you can find, right? It's not too bad of a haul, maybe. Let's see, it's considered unguarded level 1. Alright, so.
Please don't you have a fudge?
I already used my fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used it to get and kill that last guy because they weren't running away yet.
Alright. So yeah, it's, oh shit, that's a good number.
Or bad, depending on roll it.
Well, he's rolling loot.
Alright. So, some treasure was discovered. Not terribly much, but let's see. Looks like it was 60 coppers in the grave, collectively.
Yeah.
Various rare metals among the remains, right? 60 pieces of various coppers, or 60 copper pieces, right? 60 pieces of copper in there. Various shapes and forms. So, whether it's copper, brass, bronze, right? It's all about the same value. And you get that for your loot, about 60. That's about it,
Yay.
unfortunate. Alright, not a very large haul. Small little treasure.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. So, we got 60 plus, besides that, we also got
Oh, that's cool.
the selling of all their skulls, which the church back at the temple in your downtown bought each one, or rewarded you each 10 coppers for each skull you brought back. It's 5 skulls, so we're at 110.
Yay.
The weapons we sold, let's say we rounded up all their weapons. On average, their weapons were worth about, I would say about 3 coppers sold. So on average, or No, they're loot on average
They have the
collectively. So
pole arms,
helmets, pole arms, everything on average.
Yeah.
Once sold, it's worth it's worth 10 each roughly of gear, but when you sold it, it's half. So it's old and rusty or used, and you sold it, it's about 5. So it's 5 times 5, 25. So 135 for the loot that you carried back.
Yay.
On that was carried on them, which was just gear. Okay. Experience wise, 5 kills, 5 XP. Right.
Yep.
And if you want, you can of course double XP again. I brought it back if you're interested, or double loot, but it's expensive if you want to do that. So it's not necessary, but it's possible. Otherwise, I'm gonna divide it
For
up.
2 XP, I'll hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for 2.
So let's see. When it comes to loot and everything, let's go over the split between the handful of you that made it back. Those who didn't make it back, you guys want to do half shares for them?
That's fine.
Okay. So a half share for Heath and a half share for John. And a full share for Poseidon,
Yep.
full share for Goose. So we'll divide it 3 ways.
Damn, man, you took away the magic items too, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Oh, well. Guess all I can do is a 3d6 SP then. Guess that's what I'll do, DM, on that new character.
You can do that, or you can double the loot. So if you want, you can double this loot right here.
Nah, I'll just do the silver for the new character.
Okay. Alright, so that case. $135 is divided by 3, 45 for per share. So Goose the second, F3 earned 45 coppers. Heath earned half of that, so about 22 coppers.
Something like a yay.
Yeah, unfortunate. The last geese or the last Heath died.
It's alright, I got a new name already picked out.
Alright, Poseidon earned his 45. John earned his 22. Went straight to the bank. So 46 then. Experience wise, we could do 1 each at least, and then maybe 2 for Goose for getting the most kills.
That's fine with me. I did my job.
You did. You fought. You actually defended the crew. You definitely did your job. Let's see. Heath's magic was kind of useless there. He only had I mean, he could have used gaseous form, but he would have. If only he used it in the beginning, he might have escaped. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have control of them, so I couldn't tell
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean? So.
Right. He was just doing
Sorry,
as he
I got
did
it.
best.
Yep.
Let's see.
You can just take the gaseous form and put it on Goose. He'll just take it.
It's a scroll, right? Yeah. So you can't even use it. We'll go to the
I thought
next
it was
account.
potion of gaseous.
Looks like a scroll.
Bummer.
Or is it a potion? No,
Works
it
for
says
me.
scroll here.
I'm pretty sure it's a potion.
Okay. I don't know why it says scrolls though. We'll see. Potion.
Is there even a scroll of gaseous form?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't know why it's. I tried to.
Oh, this dude next to me, he's driving by me. His belly is over his steering wheel. How the fuck do you drive like that?
It's very hard.
driving with his belly.
Alright, yeah,
It's
we'll do a
fucking
potion.
wild.
Okay, so use a potion. So yeah, you could take it.
Appreciate you.
Alright, all good.
Need to get
See,
that shoe
XP.
magical now.
1. Poseidon earned 1. Poseidon got 45. And John earned 1. Was Heath? Oh, that was Heath's first adventure, right? This new Heath?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, he died immediately. Just like Heath the second.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. All the
Dude, all
Heaths.
my Heaths have died. I took Heath 1, like, the very first Heath 1, everybody died but him. So, I've been like, that bloodline is cursed.
The sun and the sun. The
Dude,
son of the sun.
my name, so Jet is like my name that I go by on the internet or whatever. All of them died immediately. Heath, that's my last name. All of them died immediately.
All the
Bad
Heaths.
luck, dude.
Then we got Goose though.
The only one I have left is, yeah, Goose, fucking stupid name. He's like, yep, quack quack, motherfucker. Like, like, all right.
Yo, I remember Goose the first, and now it's Goose the second. Son of Goose. But he survived
Every
level
Goose
3.
I've had has gotten at least level 2.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Didn't some of your characters go MIA too in the
We're
past?
gonna go with the powerful thing.
Was it like Heath?
Yeah, a
the
couple of
first?
mine have. Yeah. Heath went MIA. Yeah, he's still alive, but he's gone.
Yeah, missing.
Jet as well, so when MIA. One of them.
No, because the thing with Heath is he kept surviving battles. Like, everybody would die, right? And then he'd get back home, and then they were like, he's a deserter. He just won't die with his team.
Some people.
You
were
remember when
thinking-
all that was happening?
Yeah, some people had that idea. You used to be a bowman, always just kind of standing back as everyone kept on charging to their deaths. Making
Yeah,
terrible
like, I'm like, dude,
mistakes.
there's a reason why I'm back here.
Is it possible to roll a new character now and do not bust to it some other time?
We got time.
Yeah.
Only 7.
Alright, let me get these characters off the
We got
board.
like 45.
You guys have post game, so since we're not
You're good.
doing prep before the game usually, we're gonna do it after the game. So you guys, yeah, it's either if we guys, I think we'll do it like if you guys want to do it at the beginning, that's fine. Just we won't have a lot at the end, or if we do it at the end, right, we can get straight into the game. So I'll just keep it flexible, whatever the crew wants to do. So from now
I
on,
think if we have a larger crew, we probably should. But if we have
yeah,
a smaller crew, or the other way around, larger crew, we probably should just get straight into the game. If we have a smaller crew, say 4 or less, I think we do.
right. Well, I do just give you guys more time to prepare. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we can get you guys ready for now. All right. Once per game, at least there's some preparation. So, in this case, we'll do it now so that you're maybe ready for the next game. So, starting with you,
Yeah.
Geese, and then we'll do Golder after. Do you wanna do anything to prepare for the next game, or are you good to go?
Go ahead and replace those rations.
Okay. So.
Make sure I have 9.
Alright, yep. 42 coppers, 9 rations.
Works for me. Bank the rest. And then after everybody else gets done with their stuff, we'll roll characters.
Sounds good.
Since my mage is gone, I'll try clear. I think that's the only thing I haven't ran. I ran halfling. I've ran everything but clear.
Alright, and Heath was killed. Right, yeah. So
Hell yeah.
killed by a simple skeleton. One of the easiest enemies for a cleric to defeat, you know?
I'm sorry,
Alright, John, it's all good. It happens.
It's okay. I'm not letting you live that down, though.
I mean,
Funny 'cause I
one
just
skeleton
woke
maybe.
up.
1 casualty maybe, but 2 is crazy. Alright, I mean, they were level 1 characters though, it's not that bad. So, they're a level 2 characters that got
Yeah,
killed
it doesn't
now.
matter. It's a level 1.
Level 1.
It'd be a little frustrating, but it's level 1. I don't give a fuck about level 1s, dude.
Alright, so, yeah, you can roll up a new character. You can roll up, since, you know, I know you used your reroll today, you used your fudge, so you can additionally roll, since you have a hero roll, you can roll 2 characters up, because characters, of course, are action economy, right? More characters you have, more power and game time you get, basically, so. You can roll up to 2 characters this game, so for both of you, I think, yeah, you're able to roll 2 characters. So, we're going to start with Goose.
2
We'll do-
clerics.
get
Go
you
ahead,
2
roll me 2
reinforcements.
clerics.
2 holy soldiers, right? Well, we'll see what their abilities real quick. Do you want to use the bot?
Yeah. Nah, you got it. You can use the bot if you want.
15, 11, 5. That means this guy is
Rip.
probably not a cleric.
He is a fighter.
Looks like it. 9, 11, 13. Yep, so fighter, dwarf, elf, thief. But you pick fighter for this one?
Yeah, it's fine.
This guy's got 5 hits. You want an old school name for him, or do you want to pick it?
Just call him Dracon.
How do you spell that?
Certain. It's like dragon, but no, it's A, right? D-R-A-G or D-R-A-K-O-N. Dracon. We're gonna do 2 D names.
Okay. Do you want like an E here, so it's Dracon, or do you want, because that's like Drakon, maybe. People might see and say Drakon. So
Hey, whatever. Either way, however you think is good. I don't care.
Okay. So if you want Dracon, I'm gonna remember if I spell it like that or with a Y. We'll see.
Yeah. You do your thing, man. You know I'm not too picky when it comes to stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
Goose is the one I want alive.
Yep, Goose is doing good. Let's see. Your new guy, your new fighter, new retainer has 12 coppers to start with. So he's gonna. Do you want to pick the gear or random?
Alright. You just pick fighters here instead of my basic.
Okay. We'll do a shield guy since we don't have enough shield guys these days.
That's fine. That's what I was hoping for anyhow.
Slung shield. We'll do a slung spear. Okay, so that was let's see, 9 coppers or 10 coppers right there. Yeah. So you got 2 left. The last 2 will get him a sling and pouch for stones.
Bag. Or that, yeah. That works. Yeah, something about it.
All right, so he's a fully capable fighter. Let's see. Missiles and
Yep.
He's your newest retainer. You can bring him next time.
Yep.
And your second one. Okay, 10, 12, 10. All right, yeah. So he could be a cleric.
So instead of giving this cleric 160 coins, I'm actually going to max out wisdom, and we're going to max out the con. But
Oh, so you sent $10 and you want 2 fudges?
yeah, I'll get 2 butters to max out those 2 stats.
Wisdom and Constitution. Okay.
Yep.
All right, maxed out both of them. Therefore, we're gonna roll his hit points plus 3 bonus, 1 plus 3, sadly. So 4 HP.
Ouch.
But he's really good at his job. 18 wisdom, which will help with saving throws against magic, and being the guard, and of course, I think that's it. So hearing, Scene, and oh yeah, saving throws. That's about all Wisdom does, aside from XP bonus for clerics.
That's the big thing. What is the XP bonus with 3?
With 18, the XP bonus should be like a plus 2%. So it only really matters
Right.
once we get like 10 XP.
Pretty much useless then. Alright.
I mean, with all bonuses applied though, right? So that's only 2 out of all the other bonuses that your characters will get. So the total list, I can go over it real quick. Let's see.
You're good. I know the whole list. So
the whole list.
I had a 10 on wisdom, right?
Yeah, so 10
Yeah,
would
just
be
make my
considered plus
strength
1.
max.
So if you had a 13 through 18, it's just an extra plus 1%.
Yeah, just make my strength max. I didn't realize wisdom was that useless.
I mean, it's good for guarding and hearing, so, or being a guard and a scout.
Yeah, fuck it. He's a wisdom. He's in the back, or is a clerk. He's not gonna be up front. So yeah, fuck it. We'll run it.
Okay, so, do you think that it will help with? I would say, is maybe of course he will be able to hear undead further away, so he'll be more ready to of course start turning undead, right? So.
Sure. Yeah, that works. Cool.
With the 18 wisdom, right?
Then go ahead.
Helps with hearing enemies. Helps
Roll
with
his money.
detection, yeah. Because if you're a real life priest or exorcist, you have to be very good at detecting where evil spirits are. So
Yep.
cannot hear or
And he's
see.
gonna be the heir to Heath.
Okay.
And with some of the money that I get from him, I'm gonna reload my health.
All right. So you kept the 18 wisdom, right? So let me
Yeah,
let me get him heir of Heath. Let me get him the rest of his starting, gear, 11 coppers. Immediately gonna spend some of it for symbol. So.
Yeah.
So we are tracking. And then, of course, since he's heir of Heath the third, what's his name going to be?
Drat, D-R-A-T.
All right, the
Pretty
bank
good
copper
name.
pieces,
I think.
22. Yeah, can go to him. Drat. Let's see, NPC. Yes. All right, 22, 90% of that. Calculator. All right, 19. So you get 19 more on top of the 8 right now, 27.
Cool.
And now we can get him some gear. Do you want to pick it out, or should I just grab him some cleric equipment?
Just roll his health first, and then whatever's left, you got it.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, Heath had 1 XP, so an extra 10 coppers. Let's see.
Cool, so we'll just say we use that then.
Alright, so you want to roll his hit points?
Yeah, because he only had 1, so just go ahead and try to get that a little bit better.
Well, no, he has 4. So it costs 40 coppers.
Because the con modifier?
Due to the constitution modifier.
Oh, so it costs 40, not 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that sucks. Never mind then.
Right, it's already high technically, so it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
Due to the high bonus, yeah. So benefit to
that's
being
fine.
Halloween weak sometimes or having terrible scores is cheaper, right? Due to the high constitution, it's more expensive. Let's see.
It is what it is. Go ahead and do what you gotta do, Ian. Make a move clear.
Okay.
I do want a shield with a shield and mace or something like that. Just cleric shit. DM, why is there traffic? Tell it to stop.
That's unfortunate.
I'm trying to get home. Today's my days off because I gotta get home, take a shower, sleep, wake up, go get a tooth pulled.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
hopefully you
if
get some relief soon.
Without anesthetic.
I thought you Ben got that teeth pulled.
Now I've been waiting for it, man, because I gotta get a day off. I'm on contract, remember? So I gotta have somebody fill the contract in order for me to take a day off.
Goose, be a man, do it without anesthetic.
Bitch, I would. The problem with it is it's broken in half. Like, my root's exposed down at the bottom, so they gotta get in there and get it out. Like, that's the issue.
Sounds like a you problem,
Hang
Alan.
on.
It is a me problem. Fucking sucks. Yeah, and I like don't take any. Like, I stopped drinking sodas completely. I don't drink any sugary drinks anymore. I don't take medicine in general either. So like, they're gonna give me fucking hydros or some shit. I'm gonna not take it. 'Cause I hate fucking medicine. I'm a truck driver. If they drug test me, I'm fucked. You know what I mean?
I mean, technically, if you have a prescription for something, you're not fucked.
Okay. I am under contract. As a truck driver, you are not allowed to drive a semi-truck for 3 days after taking any type of hydrocodone, oxycodone, any opioid whatsoever. So I'm only good for a day.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what they're going to prescribe you for getting a tooth pulled.
Gold, you also can roll up 2 new characters, right? Due to your benefits.
I would like to, yes.
Yeah, so let's quickly roll them up.
Thank you, DM.
Oh, good. Thanks for playing, brother.
I would like to have a dwarf and a fighter.
Alright, let's check out the scores. I'm just going to roll on the tabletop, if that's alright.
That's fine, go ahead. That's a bad score. That's worse. That's even worse.
I mean, this is probably going to be your fighter, just your cannon fodder, or kind of meat shield guy, since he's got terrible scores. Yep, he definitely could be a meat shield. He's got extra hit points.
Okay.
Alright, the other one. Let's see what he's got.
Bro, you're poor. You poor guy, dude. These scores suck.
13, 11.
Alright, this is your dwarf.
That's my dwarf.
This is your fighter. Okay. Blue hit points. Fighter has 5, dwarf has 4. We'll do money. Fighter has 10, dwarf has 7. Okay. Alright. Do you want me to pick their gear out, or do you want to pick it yourself?
You go ahead and take some gear, I can work with anything.
Alright, the fighter, we'll try to give them both missile and melee. We'll do a slung. Yeah, we'll do a slung spear. So that's 4. We'll do a longbow, quiver, and arrows. So that's 6, so that's 10. So now he's fully equipped.
I only have one request, and that is for the dwarf to be a bit more range built, but not fighting.
Okay, yep, he only has 7 copper, so that would be best for him anyway. We'll do, probably give him a latchet, light crossbow. It costs 7 total. That's all you can afford. Latchet, quiver, quarrels. Alright, so you got a crossbow dwarf and a spear and bow fighter, right? Alright, their names, do you want to pick it or do you want old school names?
You go ahead and pick some.
Alright, sounds good. Your dwarf's name is, let's see, we got 39 and 25. Alright, so we got Cordred is your dwarf's name. And the fighter's name, we're gonna do, let's see, 87, 38. Alright, your fighter's name is Waldry. W-A-L-D-R-E. Waldry. Or Waldry, yeah.
It appears that the clan of Gold Creek has extended.
Yeah. Looks like it. Let's see. So these are your newest troops. They'll join you in your next expedition. Right. Alright. That's good. That'll be it for
Hell
tonight.
yeah, DM.
I'll see you guys at the next one. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for
What's
playing.
your new schedule, by the way?
Right now, I'm on a driver's course, and then after this, my schedule is gonna be 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off. So I'll just have to like post whenever I.
Periodically.
Yeah, but on those 2 days off, 1 day is a training day usually. So it's like more like 1 day off. So 2 days on, 1 day off, and then 3 days on, 3 days off. So
That's not bad at all.
it'll be like that.
And it's going to be rotating from daylight to dawn or whatever.
Yep.
So
14
day and
hour.
night.
Yeah. I'll just have
That
to announce.
sucks.
Yeah, when it's like very regular, so that's not set anymore. It's gonna be on weekends sometimes. Sometimes I'll have the weekends off, but usually it's
I used to be
Yeah.
on a rotating shift. That shit wears you down.
yeah, because it's never certain. You're always gonna be on standby. So
I mean, I work 14-hour shifts, so
Yeah.
like it doesn't fucking matter to me. But like back
6
whenever I
days a
used
week.
to do
Yeah.
rotating factory work, yeah, it used to be. I used to go 2 weeks on daytime, 2 weeks nighttime hour shit, and like that shit sucks. You doing it like that, like fucking every couple days? Nah.
yeah, I do prefer a more set schedule. 5 days a week, 2 days off. Sometimes 96, sometimes 72s. It's preferable for sure.
With the long days, like, have you ever done an inverted schedule?
Not really.
So what I always did for my inversion schedule is on my first day off, I would just stay up an extra 6 hours and then sleep. The second day off, an extra 6 hours. And so it's just a constant. You're staying up instead of, 14, 15 hours, you're staying up about 20 hours. That's the best way I could manage it because it allows your body to slowly do it. You're getting 2 days off, which is great because I only got 1 day off. That should suck. But yeah, with 2 days off, the 6 hour thing, you'll get used to it.
Right. Alright, I'll see you guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for playing, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Take it easy, buddy.
Take it easy.
See you next
Good
time.
night. Yep.